Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with an episode of Hustle Castle. I am here today to cover a couple different things. As you can see, we have a visitor out in front of our castle. We're going to talk about that, potentially a very important visitor, and I have a new set that I'm going to talk about today, and we'll get to that after I talk about our little visitor. Real quick, as I usually do before I get into it, I do want to thank all who have been sponsoring and supporting the channel so far. I very much appreciate that. Got a few people supporting it on an ongoing basis. We have some YouTube members supporting that way. Keith Guiles, Ashton and Amrish, thank you very much for your donations every month. I very much appreciate that. And also big shout out to Loco. Thank you for your continued support every month using Buy Me Coffee, and that support is very generous, and I very much appreciate that. And for everybody for your support, thank you so much. And if you're interested in that, you can see that down below in the ticker, and also in the description there's details on how to be supportive of the channel, and how to get mentions here before the video starts. All right, real quick, let's go ahead and jump in and talk about our visitor. And why did I say this might be an important visitor? Well, let's just pull it up right here. As you can see, we have the traveling merchant, and we have a few different items. As you can see, I already have most of them, but most importantly is this little guy right here. It's not working. That guy right there, Tear the Seas wand. This is definitely, or at least it was definitely, a meta weapon that pretty much everybody in the game is using. And get this one, rune it up. Definitely, it's fantastic. It actually replaced the angel wand, which used to be the one that mages used and did major work. I don't know if that meta has changed. I haven't had time recently. My work schedule has been crazy. I actually should be working right now, but I wanted to get this video out. But I don't know if the meta has changed. I do need to take a look at that, and I will probably do that in the next video. But the way the traveling merchant usually works is once something is no longer meta, no longer the top items in the game that people are using, it becomes available here in the traveling merchant, so people can take a chance at spending a bunch of diamonds and to get these items. It doesn't mean that they're bad, it just means that they're probably no longer the best. And I did notice that after the last event, something happened and my railroad got, on my djembe, got really hard, and I didn't really change my squad other than this new set we're going to be talking about, but it didn't change my power. So I was able to get through 15 and 15, pretty much no spells every single time. I could blast them through at 4x speed and be done in no time. Something happened where I have a hard time getting through it all. I haven't even tried it much the last few days just because it's been kind of frustrating and I've been busy. So again, I'm thinking maybe that means the meta has changed and some of the gear that I had that was top is no longer top. Again, I will cover that in incoming videos to see, but this is good stuff for sure. As I usually mention, I will say that this chest gives you a chance to get things. As me being a tier 11, I am guaranteed to get 2 to 4 epic items. That's it. I have a chance to get these items on here, but it's certainly no guarantee. There's a lot of good stuff to get in here, or a lot of stuff. Some of it's good, some of it's not. You're not guaranteed to get it all, especially for 710. If you want to spend 710 diamonds to get one, you're probably not going to get it, so it's not worth it. I saw somebody in my clan posted a video. They said they did 47 chests to get every single item, so that should give you an idea of what you should expect. Usually it's like 1 in 10, 1 in 20. I mean, this is a little bit different because of there being more of them in there, but obviously the chances are going to be fairly low. So take your chances if you want to do that, knock yourself out. For me personally, this is one I always do, and I will go ahead and do this, is 30-day premium for $249. And also I will say, if you have an iOS and Android device, buy this on iOS because this only costs $1.99 in iOS, so I will be doing that on my phone rather than an emulator, and this is actually the PC version of the game, so I guess it's more like the Android, so highly recommend going to the iOS version because it's cheaper. If you are somebody who buys diamonds, this is a good deal. If you're not, then it's still expensive. But if you're somebody like a lot of people who have a lot of stuff just sitting around, wood or purple goo or whatever, gives you an opportunity to spend some of that. Not so bad. A lot of the stuff is fairly expensive, standard stuff we cover every time. I'm not going to get into those details again. Got a couple different items to buy here for the new sets that are in the game. Again, like these types of items, I mean, if you have a bunch of diamonds sitting around burning a hole in your pocket, go ahead and spend them, but other than that, it's kind of expensive. These are also items that you buy for previous events if you didn't buy them. As you can see, I have some of these. I didn't really buy these, but I bought the passes during the event, and that allowed me to get access to these. That's why I have some of these. And then some of the others I chose not to, and that's why I don't have those. Pets, as we know, pets now give us a 1% happiness boost, which in my opinion is fairly cheap as far as this game goes. American Dad gives different levels. They have legendary, rare, and I don't think they have epic. Maybe like uncommon, rare, and legendary, maybe something like that. But it gets like a 4, 2, and a 1 percentage. So hopefully they make that change here. Not sure, but regardless, get your pets so you can get some bonuses, which comes in a little bit handy. And stuff for finishing your PvP, buy legendary items. We now have ancient items, which is kind of nice. It's fairly expensive, obviously. Got those in there if you have diamonds burn holes in your pocket. Lots of legendaries. These are, you know, it's still fairly expensive, but you can get these pretty easy now just by grinding gem bay. So I don't know if that's really worth it or not. I don't know what that percentage is. It doesn't really tell us. It's guaranteed, so it's weird that it says percentage. What else do we have here? I should go ahead and get my iron up. I haven't been defending my castle, so all my stuff is fairly low, but I'll probably get that before we're done here. I already bought that one because I was maxed out on purple goo. And everything else, you know, the same thing. Food chests, always a good idea. You can always use those for the, I was going to say gem bay, but that's the wrong one. Get all my games mixed up, of course. Food chests come in handy for the weekend for the portal. Again, get all my games mixed up, so always a good idea to have those so you can grind that and get materials. So anyway, same thing as always. It's just different materials in there, and like I said, usually the items available, if they were meta, no longer are meta anymore at this point in the game. So that will be around for 3 more days. But the other part of the game I wanted to get into, and I did see a couple people have posted and identified that I did get this. But I took my Oracle, and I have a new set of gear on my Oracle now. I have the Van Hellsong full set going. And this is not anything I earned. I was given this by the game itself, and I have sorry, I just bumped the mic there. Given this set to borrow and test for a couple weeks and show you guys what it can do, what it's capable of, and if it's really worth getting or not. So unfortunately, my work schedule's been fairly crazy, so I only have a few days left, and I didn't really get to spend a whole lot of time in here. So we're going to spend time today looking at it, trying to spend a little time seeing what it can do, compare it to other things. I'm not going to be able to put it through its paces, and running numbers. I don't really run numbers anyway. I just kind of like to see how things work with my squad and see if things work synergistically and work. That's my squad currently is strong and does a really good job together. When I put something else in there, does it break that synergy up, or does it make it better? Does it, whatever. So that's the kind of testing I'm going to do here. I will say that if you're looking for a breakdown of the game and the sets at like specific low level degree, every single shot, what kind of damage is it doing? How's it going? That's when you start looking at some of the other people who are doing these types of things. So Pro Legit Gamer is pretty good at doing that. So recommend checking out his videos. He breaks those down, and then you can really get the details of what they really do. And I'm pretty sure he's worked with Sans Transarm a little bit in the back to help break down those numbers a little bit too. So definitely a good source to find out additional information. So with that, let's just go ahead and see what we have for the Van Helsong. Like I said, this is a set I was given by the game, and I was given a choice of any of the new sets in there. I could take one and give it a try. So let's go ahead and first look at to see what a 6 of 6 gets us. Oh, actually, before we do that, where do we get this set? As you'll see, this is something I will never earn because I don't do expeditions, because I haven't really spent much time on there. So if we go to the new expedition store, this is something that was added very recently to the game. We got these new sets. The store is new, and then the sets are new here. So you go through here, you earn this gear by doing the expeditions, and take your coins, buy the stuff, build your sets the same way as you do everything else. So as you can see, I've earned 0. So maybe that's something I'll cover in the future. My clan is now starting to get into it and starting to be successful at it. So one of these days, maybe I'll break down and start learning how to do that, so I can cover that here on the channel. But let's talk about the set specifically itself. So when you have a 6 of 6, Hellsong performs one of his songs. Damage done by each of the enemies is reduced by 75%, and each enemy's armor is reduced by 60%. The effect lasts for 2 seconds. Each ally's next attack deals 75% more damage, and casts a shield with durability for 1500 on all allies. Very helpful. as you can see, this ends up being a support ranger, which is quite weird. So I don't know. It won't. I mean, right now my ranger. I know a lot of people don't run rangers in the back anymore. Archers, sorry, wrong game. Don't run archers anymore because they went to all the tanks up front. So having a archer in the back who's doing mage type restorations, I'm not sure if people are going to like that or not, but we'll see how it works. All right, so we also have restores 60,000 health in each ally, deals 20,000 damage to all enemies. Once in a while, Hellsong masterfully plays all of the songs at once. The effect of all songs are enhanced and lasts for 5 seconds. Damage done by each of the enemies is reduced by 85%, and each enemy's armor is reduced by 70%. So again, it's a good support unit. It's making everybody weaker, so your big damage dealers can do their thing. So it seems like it could be useful. Each ally deals 85% more damage, casts a shield with durability of 20,000 on all allies, restores 100,000 health in each ally, deals 100,000 damage to all enemies. So basically we're getting extra damage and we're getting extra health and restoration. So it seems like it could be pretty good. So where do I put something like this in my squad? I don't know if that's the right artifact either, but we'll look at that as we're going through here as well. So my normal setup is, here, let's take Evan out because Evan's not part of my normal. This is my normal build right here. And this is my normal build with all of my artifacts and everything. So 17.651, that's what I've been running lately. And I've gotten up there, I've gotten a little bit higher because of the last event where we got all that cash. So I went ahead and, got lots of legendary gems on a lot of stuff now. So I'm changing from epics. I got a couple of the reds on there. So I'm certainly making some progress. I'm getting a little bit stronger there. So that's kind of how I've gotten up to 2.4 at this point, or 17.6, sorry. But Leah being a big damage dealer, she's a beast. I'm going to take her out. I mean, it's not going to be an exact fair comparison because I have a lot of legendary gems and I'm not going to take those off because you got to pay diamonds to put them on, take them off. So I probably won't be doing too much with that. So I first want to go in there with Evan. Evan's not, as much of a damage dealer. He's not overpowered quite as much. I do have a few gems on him, obviously. Got extra damage, extra damage, extra damage. And then we have a couple runes, which we could test those out as well. So let's first go in, put Evan back in. Let's just do a squad challenge here. And I'm going to change, if I can get this going here. There's Evan up there. We're going to go ahead and put Ben Hellsong, who is, like I said, replacing Oracle. So now we're going to compare our current and replace Evan with Oracle. And let's save that for now. And let's go ahead and try that battle. I'm going to battle myself. We'll slow it down so we don't want the 4x speed here. See how things break down. See how things go. As you can see, I have the wand. We had some different sound effects in there. Maybe, like I said, not a fair comparison considering I don't have the right artifacts potentially on the new Van Hellsong. Alright, that's too slow. We gotta go a little bit faster. I'm more looking at stats, not, like I said, not looking at individual numbers, because you can put those on there and see what's happening. But for me, it's really more about the end of the game numbers. So like I said, not an exact fair comparison here, but let's see how Van Helsing did here. So at the end of the fight, 17% of the damage actually did 4% of the healing, which is pretty bad, and 9% of the damage was taken. So that actually did absolutely nothing. Let's look at Evan, who also probably didn't do a whole lot. 13% damage, took a little bit more of the damage and a little bit more restoration. That's actually quite funny. All right, let's run that again one more time. See if we get the same numbers. We'll speed it up. Because obviously a lot of things that happen in a battle are based on percentages of things happening. So there's no guarantee that one result is going to be the same as the next result. And since I backed out, I lost my setup. So let's go ahead and change that again. Let's try again. So we'll go at 1x speed here. So now we can actually see. So Ben Helsing done already. Alright, so we're back to live. What are we doing? Ooh, I know what that music is. That's Van Helsing's music. Nice, I like it. So we lost, but looks like she performed a lot better this time. 15% of the damage, over 1 million damage, only 9% heal, so not nearly as much as I would expect, taking some of the damage, probably because she was dead most of the time. Let's go ahead and try a different person. Oh, okay, I'm not doing that right, I know. So let's take Evan out. Let's go here, and now we're going to go battle somebody else. So I can go with my squad that in general works pretty good. And we'll test it ourselves against somebody else here. Let's go against somebody lower power than us and see how she performs. Typically this is fairly straightforward and easy for me. So I do hear the music in the background, which I like. One thing I'm going to do is change that dice. I don't like that artifact at all. So we're performing well. We have lots of people doing lots of restorations and nothing's happening because we're already at full power. So easy win, easy fight, as we would expect fighting a 12 million power. Only doing a little bit of heal. And why are we only doing a little bit of heal? Several reasons. We have Dark Guiles in there doing tons, and then Maddie is just a beast. I have, you know, my hero maxed out, so every time she's doing damage, she's also restoring as well. So kind of throws off some of my healing numbers. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's see what weapon we have here, because I don't even know. So we have damage to a group of enemies when attacking, 35% chance to increase damage done. Critical attacks makes a mark on the target and makes the rune owner switch the target. The mark stays an enemy, the marked enemy takes 7% more damage. That's not very exciting. What do we have on Evan? I don't want to go and change all of my setup that I have with my other fighters, but we could probably change this one out for Leo. Because obviously that is a good one. What is this one going to give us? Cast a force field on the unit that makes them immune to damage and healing, thus preventing the unit from getting killed. Better for sure. The reason I don't want to break everything up is because I'm not going to remember how to set it back, so that's why I'm not looking at trying to find the max setup here for our Van Hellsong. I just want to test some things out to see how we're looking. So what do we have? What can we do? I have 2 Punishers here, very nice. Not using either of them apparently at the moment. Got the Genie, people use that for a little while. A Pumpkin, this is extra damage. 50% allies total health. By exploding it will deal 15,000 damage to all enemies and will increase cooldown. That's not very exciting. Maybe we'll just go with this one. Loses even more armor. I already have armor going down anyway, so that'll be additional armor going down, I guess. Or the Genie resurrects, stuns. Let's just do the Genie. Okay. And let's check out the rest of these stats while we're here. So upon dying, deals damage. That's not very exciting. When taking damage, has a chance to increase dodge. Not very exciting. Each critical hit enhances damage done by subsequent crits by 27%. So obviously we don't have the best gear on. This is what was given. This is the default gear that you get when you make purchases usually. It's not the OP gear that you can get from events and things like that. So part of the deal with getting this package is like I can't do any reforging. I can't change it. So we can only test it with the base gear that we're given here. Obviously I can put some runes on and things like that and see how that changes things. I think I have all the ones on that I can use at the moment. What's this going to do for us? On death, summons a Scarecrow. Scarecrow has 99 health, deals more damage, and explodes, dealing damage to enemies. That's not very much. Don't want to increase our power too much for no reason. So, whoa. Let's just go ahead and try again with our new artifact on, and we'll try a little bit stronger. Squad. So we did the 12, let's do the skin collector here. So even without my one of my top damage dealers, with my Bane gone, I still getting good results. Others pick it up, obviously, and Van Helsong is doing a little bit of damage, but really just doing a lot of support with, ooh, this time, look at that, 33% damage. And 38% healing. So obviously we worked well with that setup we're against here. So who is the big loser on damage? I guess their tank, which was, there we go. Tank was a Paladin and a what? Why can't I click on the right stuff here? 4 of 6 Paladin. Paladin. That's Paladin. Which one's not? Oh, they just haven't forged it. It's only legendary. Okay. It's only had a 4 of 6 legendary. 4 of 6 Paladin, so that wasn't really a fair comparison. Let's go back. How do I get to do another battle without, I guess you have to back out every time. It'd be nice if you could back out and go back to this screen, the squad challenge screen, so you don't have to go back and refresh everything. That would be kind of nice. All right, let's try against incomprehensible symbols. Usually somebody around this power level is not a problem. Again, can often be people in the 20s. Obviously, it depends on what setup they're running, because it's not just about the power, it's about how their teams are working together. Let's try here. Again, we're doing pretty good. So we lost our tank. Van Helsong's looking pretty good again. Still doing fairly solid damage, 617,000. Getting some good healing in there. One good test I might try to do after this one is leave my Bane in there and then take out Ash too. The problem is that's going to raise my power, I think, my historic high, which I don't really want to do, so we're going to have to test that in a different way, maybe. Maybe take out one of my Guiles. That's probably not going to be helpful either. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that test. Let's see what we can do against the 20 million first, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm running a bit low anyway. My historic high is 18.4, and I'm running at 17.6. So I got some leeway in there. All right, let's try another one here. Maybe we'll run a couple here against our 20 million squad, King of the Chat. Very high powered hero, running similar setup except for the Book of the Wind, which I was running for a while, but I stopped. And we have 3 tanks on. So this is the setup right here that, actually this one's not, but this is Executioner of Light, which is pretty strong. Plus we have the Annihilator, obviously, and then we also have a Legionnaire. So this setup, double Legionnaire causes me trouble a lot, but maybe a single might be okay, but a single with 2 other tanks, I don't know, that might be a little bit tough. But let's try it. So definitely struggling a little bit more on this one. Everybody's dead. I need to see what I have my hero running. She's alive now. Legionnaire is breaking through us here. Nice. Pulled out the win. Oh, we're not done yet. Almost pulled out the win. There we go. Sweet. Pulled out the win. That was a good battle. 16.9 versus 20.3. So again, my squad setup works pretty good. There's good synergy working with most of them. Just the way I have it set up works out great. James obviously doing great as Annihilator. My Guiles usually do pretty good. Not as much this time for Pat, but obviously Double D did pretty good. But Van Helsong doing pretty well. Almost 2 million damage. Not much healing this time, but a lot of damage. Lots of crits, which was great. And what does our rune do here? Crit marks on the target makes the rune owner switch the target. The mark stays on the enemy. The marked enemy takes more damage. Once all marked enemies once in a while take chain lightning out to look for that one. 58,000. So that could be why I'm getting some of those big damage numbers. Nice. Let's see if we can do that battle again. So again, if I go back, this is just replay. That's not redo the battle, right? Yeah. This will be the same battle. Let's go up to 4 because I think it'll be the same battle. Yeah, that's the same battle. That's just silly. They don't make it easy, but at least they're not refreshing the squad every time you go back in. So let's do another one of the same fights because again, I might have just gotten lucky on that one. King of the chat. Let's try again. We're definitely holding our own, that's for sure. I wouldn't say we're dominating by any stretch of the imagination, but we're holding our own here. A Legionnaire continuing to cause me troubles. There we go. Pat doing a little more damage this time. James, as always, doing well. 11, 11, 11. Nice. One's wild. Still, regardless, I mean, I have my hero set up so my archer can do pretty well, so that helps. But, you know, no gems in there, nothing special. One rune, obviously, and we're doing some good damage. So let me see if I can try that same thing again with my Bane in there. Let's see where this puts my power. Again, I gotta make sure I don't raise it too high. I think this will put me too high. 18,059. Huh. Not too high at all. We still have another 350,000 to go. Alright, let's try that. Against the same squad here. So now I have 2 Rangers in there. See how they support each other. Wow, look at that. We still won, but I don't think we won quite as easily that time. Potentially a little quicker. I wasn't paying attention at the time. Double D. So this is the big difference, obviously. So Leah is doing a lot of damage, and then with a lot of the set bonuses we're getting here by making them their damage they're doing down, which helps, and then also their armor being reduced helps, plus allowing me to do more damage. Allies next attack do more damage. So obviously that works really well with Leah and Oracle working together. Now that Oracle here, our Hellsong, is not doing as much, but her support is really good, which is why I'm running my second my second Ashbringer in my squad. Let me get the right name. Might be getting my my game's confused here. Yeah, running my second Ash. I'm only 5 and 6 on this one, but I run this one in there because 1, the weapon is good and it's still helpful. Plus, I get an extra resurrection. Plus, the support that I'm getting with this one is pretty useful. So that's why I'm running that unit, even though it's not very good. So I want to do that fight one more time and then go back up. And we'll try the Quiet Clanmate next, but let's do this one more time. So, it looks like we are winning. Maybe not this time. We might lose this one, actually, it looks like. Yeah, we didn't win that. Executioner Light kicked our butt. It looks like with all the extra damage that Leah is bringing, it's a little bit dangerous for the squad, because she gets targeted, I think, so. And we're a little bit more balanced when she's not there. But let's try the next one up and see what happens. Then I'm going to take Leah out and see how Hellsong performs her without Leah around. So I said one more time on this one. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, 2 out of 3. We won one, we lost one with Lee in here, so we'll make this one our third here. We'll speed it up a little bit. Problem when you speed it up, it's just complete. When you got the numbers on, you can't read a single thing. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how well you're performing. There we go. Our hero saved us on that one, obviously. So once again, same results more or less. Leah doing everything, and then our Hellsong, providing some good support. For me, I don't think it works out quite as well with this setup versus my normal setup. I can actually do a quick test there. Let's take Ben Hellsong back out, and then we'll put our other Ash in there, and then we'll do that same test again. And then we'll go up to the squad next time here. So we go back to King of Chat again one more time. I don't think that's gonna mess up my historic high. I wasn't looking at that again. Oh, wow, we're not performing nearly as well with this one. That's interesting. Wow, not only did we performed horribly, that was absolutely horrendous. We got smoked on that one. Interesting. All right, well, maybe they do work well together. Obviously, this Ash 2 is not a huge, probably not adding as much support as I was expecting, so it might actually be better for me not to, actually you stay here. Let's keep you here, take you out. Maybe not providing quite the support I thought, so I might need to work on replacing that one. Anyway, I got a bunch of other places I can go. I got Legionnaire I can put in there. I have the Executioner of Light. I have an Oracle. I have another Ranger. I got a bunch of them, obviously. And then this Van Hellsong is going to be gone really soon. So, all right, we're back to 16.9. Now we're going to try the Quiet Clanmate here with the new duck setup from the last event. Whoops, I wanted to slow that down. Okay, there we go. So I think, we're not going to win this one obviously, but I think Ben Hellsong's ability to lower the damage the other team is doing is helpful, especially when you get those that come in with multiple Legionnaires or damage in the front. So we got Legionnaire, and there we go, this is double Legionnaire. Like I said, I struggle with those anyway. So double Legionnaire and Executioner of Light. So obviously we struggled on that one. I don't think I will do well, but I'm going to try to see what a little bit of extra damage will do first. Let's go back to this setup again. 18059. See if we can't perform a little bit better doing a little bit more damage here. So back to the Quiet Clanmate again. And then Legionnaire. What's this one? Legionnaire, double Legionnaire again. Everybody's got double Legionnaire, so eventually that's not going to be meta. I started crafting more essences for Legionnaire, so I have one. I can start working on the other one, but I got to get my hero level properly to take advantage of that. And I currently do not have that, so. All right, so now we got Lee in there doing more damage. We have Ben Hellsong doing some good support, and we're still getting smoked. But a 16.9 versus 20. Oh, we're at 18. 18 versus 22. We should be able to win that one. 21%, 15. Let's take this on the road. See what we can find against other people's castles. So we're going to go Leah out of here again just to lower our numbers. Take off the messed up numbers we're getting by seeing what Leah is doing. Do a couple more. This video's getting pretty long, so let's do a couple more areas. Find somebody interesting to attack. 19 million, 27,000 Mithril. That's nice for sure. So let's try that battle. I don't have any bonuses going here to help me out. I gotta trigger my own resurrection though. I gotta pay attention there. Alright, Van Helsong, full power. Ooh, that one hurt. Alright, that was an easy win actually. Let's see how that went. So as always, Maddie is fantastic. Good support here by our Paladin, Darkula, which is a 4 of 6, 2 of 6. James, obviously a beast, especially without Leah there. Double D, so here we go. Van Helsong, doing well, doing some good support, doing some good damage. So again, I think you can't get this one expecting you to get a good damage source. I mean, okay damage source, but really it's really the support you get there. You get the good amount of healing, especially for a ranger, and then you also get the damage reduce and the damage increase for your team support as well. So as far as you can get let's try this one too. As far as you can get a support ranger, I think that's what the Van Helsong set is going to be. And I personally still like ranger sets. I know most people don't, and everybody's doing the legionnaires and everything, but I still really like running the rangers. I do it in all the games, even though people are not doing them in most of them anymore. Can't find my... There we go. So beat the 19, we're losing to the 16. I didn't hit my hero set up here soon enough because I couldn't find it. Alright, we can win that one. We gotta try that one again. Go in there one more time, be a little quicker on the trigger. Alright, Justin, let's see if we got lucky. See if you got lucky. Alright, there we go. A little ready to trigger this time. I should have looked at the stats on that one, obviously, but I was so annoyed. Alright, yeah. Doing some... And we can't resurrect either, so... What are you doing to me, Justin? Alright, Darkula doing damage. Look at that. 76% healing from our Ashbringer. That's funny. And basically our Van Helsong did nothing on that one, so how come we got smoked so badly? Incinerators, of course. Everybody's incinerators hit harder than mine. That was it? Okay, well. Beat me pretty well. That's fine. One more battle to do. Get my happiness up because all my people were unhappy when I got into the game. I'm just looking for somebody with high mithril steel. That's really the only thing I'm looking for. I'm not looking at numbers or anything at this point. It should be 11,000. Sure, why not? Let's try this one. Crafting essence isn't really my main priority these days, even though it should be, because I need to work on recrafting. So, come to think of it, it should be, but I haven't been doing that lately, so I really just look for the cash, trying to level up my gems. Alright, so we're pulling this one out, obviously. Fairly easily, as we should. Pretty balanced attack here, it's looking like. Double D doing some good job, but again, not a lot coming here, but we do get the support, which unfortunately I have no way of seeing those numbers. It'd be nice if we could actually see that. And probably it shows on the screen indications with, you know, various ways that it shows on the screen, but with all the stuff going on, I just find it hard to see all that and break it down. So, all right, I think that is going to wrap it here. So that is the Van Helsong set that you can get by completing expeditions repeatedly, so you can build that set. Again, this was given to me by Hustle Castle, so thank you very much for letting me test it out and run my paces through it. So if I can finally get my act together and start working my way through expeditions, and I can maybe start building that set, but that is certainly a long ways down the road, I would say, at this point. So again, this set will be taken off soon, and I won't be able to have it again. If you have any questions in the next day or two, I can probably run some tests for you. You can reach out on my Discord server. You can see that link down below. You could comment on this video as well. I'm not quite as good at getting back to those comments, especially with my schedule being a little bit up in the air lately and being a little bit busy, but I will do my best to answer those questions. So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. And like I said, I will be back again to work on adjusting my squad, compare to see what the top players are doing, to see what I'm missing, because obviously something has changed recently and I haven't quite figured that out yet. So I will be back with that one soon. So until the next time, this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.